Hello, Carolina Girl Hoop Report followers. We are here at the South Carolina Basketball Coaches Association Media Day for the 22-23 season. I have with us Rock Hill High School head coach Kenny Orr joining us today. Kenny, thank you for joining.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Listen, we just talked a little bit offline. You've had, what year is this for you now as head coach at Rock Hill?
This is my 12th year.
12th year at Rock Hill.
Yes, sir.
You're coming off back-to-back years where you lost in the upper state championship in 21, won the state championship in 22, and I saw the team last week. You might be heading back up there right now. Hey,
man.
Talk to me about the success of last year and what does that mean to you? You're a program guy. I know this from being around you the last couple of years. Talk to me about what that meant to your program.
It's just one of those things that culminated a lot of things that's been going on for years. We'll finally be able to get over the hump. I'm gonna even go back and forth in the last couple of years. We want to talk about the 2015-16 team when we had Ricoya Anderson and T. Ballard and some of those kids that were on the team. And we were on the cups back then, going to the upper state, but always running into like that powerhouse Spring Valley, which always has been good. And we just never could get over that hump. So, it's just been a culmination of years of success that finally just, got over it.
Well, the one thing that I understand about, sports in general and people who build, programs, building a program isn't built off of success of one season. You always talk to your kids about, doing things right for others, the people behind you, the people that are in front of you that built up to what they have the opportunity to do. What does that, it's a culture thing, what I'm saying? Talk about that and how you're able to instill that with your players currently, and then how does that benefit from what you've done in the kids in the past?
So we always say that that it's like a ladder. You got to step up to get to where you want to get. But our ladder is continuous. It's a continuous climb. So yeah, we won the state last year, but it's also another level to that. So those kids in the past, we always say that the kids in the past left a legacy, and you're going to reap the benefits of it. So right now, some of what's going on now, like us getting the #1 ranking, is the benefit of what happened last year. So we try to just instill it on like, you're part of a foundation that we need to keep it growing. Absolutely. And so they always talk to each other. The past players come back, different players are on the staff. So we just believe in this, we call ourselves the sisterhood, and just try to build that type of culture. It's
something that, and I know we talked about this a couple times last year, you can tell from me as an outside person looking in how you treat, how you talk to your kids, how you interact with them throughout a game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's standing up to give everybody a high five when they come off, and that's the standard for every time someone comes off the court. That's something that, I appreciate because that's how you build consistency. And some people just don't understand what consistency that means. It's not about the wins and losses. It's about doing it the right way consistently. That's and the wins are going to come once you're able to achieve that in a team.
It's the little things, like you just said about they coming off the court, slapping hands. If you ever pay attention to if one of our girls fall on the floor, it's usually
everybody rush to go pick them up.
If you watch when they shoot free throws, hit or miss, they're slapping hands. Also, then one other thing too that we do, as you ever notice too, if they hit a shot or they get a good pass from somebody, we're going to point, we're going to acknowledge.
Acknowledge the person.
Yeah, so it's just little things that we try to do. If we do those consistently, it's going to build up into wins.
Wins and losses.
We want to share the moment, not just me.
The wins can't be the reason why you're doing things. The wins are the cause of why you're doing all those things right.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what some kids just don't understand. I got a sneak peek at the team this year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of new faces, a lot of faces that were there that are now being recognized because of the amount of time they're going to be getting this year.
Right.
But very strong perimeter oriented. You've got some decent size, not overly big size. But you are going to catch some people off guard because they think that the torch is being passed somewhere else. But I don't know. I don't know if it might be crazy glue on that hand that's holding that torch right now.
That is true. I mean, we did lose a lot last year from graduation into, we had some transfer situation that a lot of people do know about. And a lot of people think that the cup was bare, but we have some kids that, not to anything of their own, fault of their own, they were playing behind some good players. And they were young. We're talking about freshmen, 8th graders that are now just coming into their own. So they're going to get a lot of opportunities that they wouldn't have got or they didn't get last year, and it's not like they can't play. We like to shoot.
They can definitely play.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
And one thing, a staple of mine is that I shouldn't be telling everybody is we're gonna shoot the 3 ball now. We're gonna let it fly, and it's gonna be no different from last year. You know, we hit 276 last year. Our goal is to hit 300 this year.
Multiple players with over 83s. You had 2 players with over 83s, one with over 90 last year.
That's correct.
In regards to shooting the 3, if those numbers don't pop out to you, any opponents that don't know, shoot the 3.
Yeah. One thing we will do, we're gonna shoot
that thing now.
Yeah.
South Carolina basketball. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of top players in the country. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to get some recognition in regards to top teams. And, you know, I've been on the phone with some Max Press people that are talking about, you know, maybe ranking some of the teams that are at the top right now, you know, Camden, Keenan and stuff like that. And you're not being overlooked in those situations, but I think that, you know, 26-3, you know, so the consistency of what you've done, putting state championships, upper state, you know, finalists and all that on the board, I think that this is going to be, these next couple of years with this young group you have, you are going to start seeing a lot more, you know, recognition for Rock Hill High School for what you built.
I appreciate that. And one thing I just want to say about that is, like, if we don't have that marquee kid, if we would have had that, maybe that marquee kids, we probably would get a little bit more recognition for what we're doing. We got a conglomerate of kids that are pretty good.
That are good.
So, you know, that doesn't bother me, you know, because like consistently the year in and year out, you know, like the last 5 years we've won 20 plus games. So, you know, it's just one of those things. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. Our way is our way. That's what the girls always say, hashtag our way. So, man, I just appreciate you acknowledging us and everything.
Well, listen, there's a lot of good things, and, you know, that's where, you know, my job is to try to get recognition for the teams and players in this area. You are, you know, I try, please.
Yeah, you do a great job.
You are doing things at a high level for your program, but also for the state of South Carolina in regards to how you represent what you do for your kids, your program, and for the state representing SCBCA, doing things like, you know, having jamborees at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center, you know, so that people can have a chance to play on those big courts and getting the exposure and stuff like that. So I just appreciate it because you're a big advocate of mine in regards to girls basketball, and I know I'm going to definitely be, you know, there on your side for the next few years and until we finish this thing up. So
I thank you, sir. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you very much, Kenny Orr, Rock Hill High School. We're going to be in the building. I hope we can see you there too. All right.
All right. See y'all.